Kevin Gorg, Chairman of Mackay Cane Growers Limited. I guess the issue at Plain Creek is that growers need confidence in their marketing system. Plain Creek growers have been very satisfied with the way QSL has performed in the past, and certainly they need to be able to look to their marketer for transparency and be able to be confident that they are getting the best price at the least risk.
Australian cane farmers have built up a marketing model over 100 years. We're very proud of that model. It's called single-face marketing. Indisputably, it gives growers transparency and we believe superior returns. We don't want a company coming to Australia and destroying that single marketing arrangement.
What will change if Wilmar gets their way?
What will change is two things. I think that the growers will lose confidence about the transparency of the sugar returns they will receive. And secondly, this is the absurd piece, you'll have Australian farmers competing against each other in Australia. Our competition is offshore where we compete against a range of other countries. This is absurd and we're calling upon Wilmar to reconsider their position.
Kev, what is it that you want governments or the federal government, what can they do to help?
Look, I think the government does need to have a say in this. I think back when we had deregulation, there was an oversight in economic interest. I've got no problem with a commercial arrangement. However, we really do need to be fighting on the same basis on a level playing field where we've got equal leverage with Wilmar so that we can deal with these problems.
Call the member for Capricornia.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I rise to raise a serious issue impacting on the Queensland sugar industry in my electorate of Capricornia and the nearby electorates of Dawson, Flynn and Hinkler. It relates to a recent decision by processing giant Wilmar to break away from Queensland's sugar desk marketing system for sugar. Farmers tell me that in doing so, Wilmar is behaving like a schoolyard bully. The Capricornia electorate takes in the sugar growers from Kamala to Serena and West Mackay and includes sugar processing facilities at Plain Creek and Racecourse. Wilmar's decision would take 2 million tonnes of sugar out of the current Queensland Sugar Limited's 3.2 million tonne marketing operation. I have been inundated with concerns from Capricornia cane growers, with some fearing they may lose their livelihoods if Wilmar abandons the current single desk system under QSL. I urge Wilmar to listen to cane growers. Wilmar once had the trust of local farmers, and now there is great concern over the future of the entire industry. Nearly 79% of cane growers in my local area of Plain Creek have said no to Wilmar's announcement, and I urge the corporate giant to reconsider its decision for the sake of the Australian industry. Central Queensland's 1,400 sugar cane growers make up about 30% of the industry, which contributes about $700 million annually in gross returns to the local regional economy. So far, over 3,000 growers have given their thumbs down to Wilmar's proposal. This is a significant voice, as there is only 4,000 cane growers in Queensland and northern New South Wales. My growers want the government to express strong support for a single desk selling system for sugar. They argue that if you have one seller such as QSL, you have a better chance of negotiating better prices overseas than with a split market competing with each other. At a meeting on this issue recently, we saw the biggest gathering of Plain Creek cane growers at a local sugar meeting in decades. One industry leader described Wilmar's actions as akin to putting a gorilla in a room with a chihuahua. The fact is, local growers are comfortable with the current marketing arrangement for sugar. Wilmar is a new boy on the block, and it knew what it brought into at the time of taking over sugar company Sucrogen. The sugar sector is worth about 50,000 to 60,000 jobs in Queensland alone. Wilmar was very much aware of the structure of the Queensland sugar industry before they made their decision to invest in Queensland. I urge Wilmar to reconsider their position and return to negotiations with Queensland Sugar Limited. Thank you.